Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're here with Christinepinfold. She has written a story in the magazine and she has sold 18?
Sorry?
Is it 18 of them?
Yes, 18. Yeah.
18. And right now we're going to check her reviews. Why did you make it?
Why did I make it? Because I like writing stories.
And what's the meaning of it?
What, of the whole story?
Yeah.
It's about a young lady who is going off to a new adventure, but she finds that her mum and dad have fallen out. So she aims to get them back together.
So it's basically like the Parent Trap one. I love the Parent Trap.
Oh, yeah, a bit like the Parent Trap.
Yeah, but not with the twins.
No. But yeah, on those lines.
Do you know the girl's name? Is it the same as yours?
No, the girl is called Kerry.
Terry.
I just make up the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely out of my head.
How old was she in this?
Well, she'd be 21 because if you read the first paragraph, it says when you've just turned 21.
If she's 21, why would she try and aim to get her parents together? She's got her own life to worry about.
Well, that's a very good point, but she was quite upset because her parents were always very loving and happy together. So, and she didn't want to go off around the world and think of them being separated.
Yes, but what if they could still live in the same house?
Yeah, but if you read the story, you'd find that they weren't living in the same house.
How did they get so unhappy?
Well, what it was, they were living in the same house, but they'd also got a country cottage that they used for weekends. But they decided to retire and live in the country cottage and sell the house they were living in. But they had an argument, and the wife decided not to move into the country cottage, and she went to stay with a friend called Leonora.
But what started the fight?
I think it was because the wife, was just a bit uncertain about living in the country. She wanted to do her own thing and travel and do different things and not live in the country.
Did they have to take a plane or did they drive?
Sorry, what, to the country?
Yeah.
Drive. It was in England.
Ooh.
Do you want to know how they got back together?
How?
Well, the husband was living in the country cottage and they had a dog, a spaniel, called Chippy.
Oh, Chippy.
Right.
That's one of my favourite foods to eat.
Well, that was the name of my real life dog, Chippy, but he's not alive anymore. So there was a young lady that worked at the kennels and she helped the father with the dog and also went out walking. So Kerry, the daughter, told her mother that her dad had got a new lady friend. So that sort of made the mum sit up and realise that she could lose him. So eventually they got back together because she was a bit jealous of this lady that was walking the dog.
It seems like Kerry is very
Influential. She was, yeah, she was quite clever in manoeuvring their parents back together.
Do you know what how she pulled this off?
I do. Well, working at the kennels, there was this man called Derek, and he fancied the lady that walked the dog. She was called Jessica, right? So Kerry, the daughter, decided to have a little dinner party. So she invited her dad, obviously, because it was in his cottage, and she invited Jessie and this man called Derek, and she also invited her mother, and she didn't think her mother would come. But once the mother knew that this other lady was going to be there, she decided to come. And it turns out that Jessica and Derek liked each other, so everybody was happy.
She seems that she would do anything for her parents.
Oh yes, she loved them very much.
Yes.
She wanted them to be together.
I know, but if that didn't turn out how the book goes, what if they didn't get together?
Well, she would just have to accept it, I think, and, you know, just get on with her own life and hope that they found happiness elsewhere.
In this little bit, they say she's not here. Where did she go?
Well, it's because she hadn't got to the cottage. She'd moved in with her friend called Leonora, and Leonora had got her own gym in the basement.
Was she best friends?
Yes,
Why didn't she go to live with one of her other friends?
because Leonora she liked. She was a best friend.
Aww. So, what happens if Carrie was like the opposite gender?
Oh, if it had been Keith.
This is a great interview.
Yeah.
I told you to wrap it up, not change
If it could have been a boy, you mean, or a man. Well, you know, boys and men love their parents just the same, don't they? So.
Yeah, I know, but like, what if Carrie had gone off to go to her own adventure and didn't even hear about it?
Well, that would just be another story altogether, wouldn't it?
another one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd have to write another story.
Are you going to say thank you for your time now?
Thank you for your time.
You're very
Bye,
welcome.
guys.